Hello, my very dear Pisces. This is your reading for the week of May 18th, or when you hear it and it resonates, and of course, it will not be for every Pisces. So, as I was starting to ask for information about what is going to be the best for the Pisces collective, I started seeing an image of you ironing something or trying to smooth something out. And it's as though there's a piece of fabric with an acetate overlay. So acetate, a clear plastic covering through which you are trying to see what the design of this fabric is. And it almost looks like it would be a painting of a landscape if I'm really zeroing in. And there's a wrinkle in the fabric. It's like there's a little piece that's folded over like this. And you're trying to smooth it out. You're trying to push that wrinkle out and smooth out that fabric. But what Spirit is saying is, if you just take off the clear covering and shake the fabric out, that wrinkle is going to open up and you're going to see what's there. Now, what's the benefit? The benefit is because it's folded over. So if you could see it like, okay, the fabric would be like that, but because there's a wrinkle, it's like that, okay? Now, what's happening is you're only going to be seeing the beginning and the end. You're not going to see the middle. And when you're not seeing the middle, you're not really getting the full picture. You might see some trees here and you might see a mountain there, but when you open that, what you're going to see is the whole vista. And that's what I feel is relevant for you right now, Pisces, for whoever this resonates with. It feels to me as though there is a real attempt for you to what's the word that feels right here? Help me out. It's like you're trying to sort out anything in your life now that is not pleasing you, because this is the thing. It's like as you look at that, you're really trying to get rid of that wrinkle, but you can't get rid of the wrinkle unless you take the covering off. You don't have to work so hard at it. You just have to take off whatever the protective covering is around this wrinkle in your life in order to be able to open it up and really get a view of what the vista is, because the vista is going to give you a feeling. It's not just going to give you a picture of what is, it's going to allow you to relate feeling-wise to what you see. And that's what's important. The cards that come up for you are really asking you to look at what your choices are, because you've also got the virtue card, which is asking you who defines what's virtuous in your eyes. What are your personal values, in other words? It's not about good and bad necessarily in any kind of black and white, good and evil. It is, what are your personal values, your deep values that are coming to the surface now, where they may not have been exactly, they have maybe not felt exactly not in alignment with other things in your life, but they were not 100% aligned in a way where the energy felt like it was really flowing fully into it in an abundant way. I hope that makes sense to you. It does to me, feeling wise. But what I'm also getting, and I wrote it down, is, thank you. What they were showing me was that some of you have made choices in your life based on only what was being offered to you. So that would be limiting your ability to go beyond what choices were presented and say, no, 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 thanks. All of this is okay, but what I really want is that, right? This is all right, but I want that. Whereas for many of you, you've lived your life just saying, oh, this is the choice. Okay, this is my smorgasbord. This is my buffet. Okay, well, I'll take that and that. Now they're saying, no, 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 no. You don't need a smorgasbord. You've got the world You've got the world, Pisces, and you can go anywhere and be anything you want. And this feels to me as though this is about you now getting really, really calm and saying, yeah, what do I really want? Where have I settled and what do I really want? And I'm not sure, but this is starting to feel a little familiar because I don't remember my readings from week to week, and I rarely go back and listen to them because I don't want to be affected by what came before. But this is feeling familiar. So, Pisces, what I feel as I'm really tuning into this energy here is that you are on the verge of, and I just heard the word power surge. A power surge. Oh, and it's exciting because it feels like it's a power surge that is coming up from literally a new identity that you are unearthing in yourself. And you are unearthing this new identity because you are noticing what your deep values are and how to fulfill them, and you're honoring them. And you're in the process of really understanding that. And it's not always comfortable, Pisces, because as we change patterns and choices, our identity changes because our identities are so linked to our old beliefs and our old stories and all of that stuff. And it becomes a foundation of our personality, which is our ego, which is earth. And earth, the earth element, is about fear and courage. So whenever we are changing the structure of our personality and the ego that we have come to know ourselves as, it can feel really destabilizing. As you keep a calm focus, however, you set your focus, and a calm focus doesn't have to be something that you expect you're going to have all the time, because you're going to go up and down. You're going to have excitement, you're going to have disappointment, you're going to have all of that, of course, as you process new experiences. And when you can remember that your intention is to maintain a calm focus as much as possible when you are making your choices and when you are going through your approach to opening up the wrinkle, okay, of the fabric of your life. Now, how poetic is that? This is where you are able to really look at it and go, oh yeah, that feels right. And it's about now. It's about this new you, this new identity. Every time you change the old, Pisces, it's literally like you blossom. And you have got so much potential to blossom. My goodness. Again, I heard that power surge, and it feels to me like it's really coming from the roots up, Pisces. So, my dears, if there's a protective covering over something that's relevant for you, and you know that there's a wrinkle in there that's ticking you off because you can't quite see it, or you just know what it is and you don't like it. But taking the protective coating off is going to really allow you to feel and make your choices from there according to what your values are. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave you with that. This is a really powerful, positive reading for you, and I'm really happy, really, really happy for that. You deserve it. You are some of the most gifted people I've seen across the board, and when I say that, I mean in so many areas at once. So much capacity, and as you are really moving into this sense of personal power, and it's almost like I see you heading out there on a horse with your sword, and I'm sure that's a tarot card, but I don't know what it is. But leading the charge, it's like you're not worried about if anybody's following you anymore. You're ready to do it on your own, and that is your power, my dears. Not coming from a place of toxic independence, coming from a place of self-love and personal empowerment that comes from that. This is very exciting, Pisces. I really, really, really look forward to seeing where you're going to go with this, because I think you're going to do beautiful things. I leave you with that. Take care. Much love.